Hey, what's up, my beautiful people? It's your boy Devo, some motivational, back with another day trading spy recap. Real quick, as always, I want to say thank you all for all the likes, the comments, the subscribes. Thank you, everybody who's sticking with me through the journey. It is a journey, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so today we have a actual good one. Well, I mean, it's gonna be a good one depending on how this trade play out. We actually, I want to go over a lot of different trades, but at the same time, I want to keep my eye on this one because I am currently in a trade. I'm in this trade right here for the SPY. We swept this internal, and then we came up and filled a gap in our 1 minute, a big gap in the 1 minute. Up here, we swept this and filled this gap in the 1 minute, but at the same time, we made equal highs, so we don't like that. It started to drop down nicely, but now it's starting to get a pull. Now it's starting to actually come back up, which we don't like how it's coming back up, but it could be filling this gap and then be coming back down. But let's see. What are we targeting? Well, we've seen we have relative equal lows right here, as well as we have a low right here that we could want to target. That's just what we've seen. It's not looking too good no more. It was looking good for a second, but now it's starting to climb back up, and we do not like that. And we were up over 130 bucks. We had two contracts in. We were up over 130 bucks down here. So I mean, this would have been a good, nice win, but I don't know what it's doing right now. So let's get into it. I'm gonna go over my first trade that I had. I had 3 trades today. I had 1 stop out, 1 winner, and then I have this trade going on right now. And right now I'm only up 40 bucks, right? Or 36 bucks, and a little frustrating, and I'll go into it all, okay? So today is a very interesting one, and let's get into it, okay? So today, what did we have? We had this huge drop on the Qs, and I started off trading the Qs today. Why? Because we had a bunch of equal lows lined up, right? We gapped down. We had a bunch of these equal lows, and I was ready for it, right? I was ready for it. What did I see? In my 1 minute, what did I see? I seen a range. Sorry about that. What did I see? I seen a range, and I wanted a manipulation to the upside and then a distribution to the downside. And what did I get? Instead of that, we kind of got 2 manipulations. So we ranged, manipulated to the upside. And this is where I messed up because I was not being patient enough. We had dropped down, and then it gave us this huge wick up, wick down. And what did we do? We had no, oh man, we had no gaps. We had this candle up here, but we were dropping down, right? And I felt like it was manipulation. I wanted to target these lows. What did we do? We wicked up. This was like a quick wick. Wicked up, wicked down, and then we were like wicked down and then wicked up, and we were somewhere up here when I got my first trade in. About 3 contracts. That was a mistake on me. Why? Because I over leveraged. I can trade 3 contracts, but I over leveraged for my first trade of the day. Okay, that was over leveraged for the first trade of the day, especially when it was very early in the day. What did we do? Came back down, came back up, stopped us out, and this is what frustrated us. So as you know, I like to see my 1 minute candle close so it doesn't wick and stop me out. What did it do? 1 minute close solid, but what did the 5 minute do? 5 minute wicked me out. You guys see this? And this was so freaking, like, I was losing it, right? I was pretty mad at this one. I was pretty freaking frustrated at this one because it wicked me out on the 5 minute. But I followed my strategy. You know, I followed my strategy to T, but I should have been more patient when I seen this huge wick up because it created relative equal highs, came up, stopped out those equal highs, then did the move it actually wanted to do. So I knew the move it wanted to do, but I wasn't patient enough. And that's where patience cost, because this move just started falling, flushing down before any type of resistance. It came all the way down to 546. I was in at 550. It came all the way down to 546 before any type of resistance, like any type of pushback. So and then I was looking at the contracts, and they were up over $500 from where I would have had it. And that's why I was a little frustrated because, you know, it fell so much after I knew what it was going to do. But again, that's where patience cost, right? You have to be patient on waiting for the move, right? Being patient. I should have known it. Huge wick up, huge wick down, created relative equal highs. Then it came up, swept out those equal highs, and then did the full move, which I should have been ready for. But what did I see? After I got stopped out, it dropped down, and I would have got in again, right, for the sell, but there was no pullback up here. No pullbacks, just kept falling, right? Just no pullbacks, just kept falling, and it was falling for a minute, and it was flushing, just straight flushing down, and boom, 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 boom. And I have this thing right here because I was looking at another trade on the Qs. Why? Because we created dead equal lows. We have an equal low, and another equal low. So that is very attractive to see because, as we know, price is going to move towards liquidity. And I believe that is going to get taken out today. I believe it will get taken out today. Not saying that I'll win the trade, but I believe it'll get taken out today. But I didn't take the trade on the Qs. I took a trade on the SPY. So that was my first trade of the day where I got stopped out, okay? Let's see my second trade of the day. We're not liking how price is struggling, but it could be creating liquidity and it could end up falling. But at the same time, we have these equal highs up here, and I don't like to see that. I want to see us just fall. I don't like these equal highs. Yeah, I don't like these equal highs at all. So what was my second trade of the day? Let me see, actually, because I don't know how much contracts my second trade was. Let me see. 3 contracts again on my second trade. So I was swinging for the fences today. 3 contracts on the first one, 3 contracts on the second one. Why? Because so for the first one, I lost 135 bucks. And it was maddening because it wicked me on the 5. Again, as you guys seen, on the 5 minute, it wicked down. So basically wicked me out, but the 1 minute it closed. And you guys know you got to stick to your strategy, stick to your stop loss strategy. I want to see a 1 minute close. The 1 minute closed, but the 5 minute wicked me out. So that was frustrating. But at the same time, you can't be too mad because you followed your strategy and you followed your process, right? And you just lost. It stopped you out and you lost it, right? But again, we followed strategy on another one, right? And this was a winner, okay? So what was the next trade we took? So it started coming down. We seen it pulled back into this gap. This is when we had a change of character to the downside, as you guys see. Boom. So low, high, higher low, higher high. Boom, change of character. And I actually got in before the change of character. It wicked this. Boom. I actually got in before the change of character, but that is a change of character right there. What did it do? I actually tried to get in at this gap right here. Why? Because we created relative equal lows. I tried to get in at this gap right here, but price wasn't going for it. And, well, actually the broker wasn't going for it because I got in right here. Before this candle actually dropped, I got in right here for 3 contracts and it didn't fill my order. My order was pending forever. So I had to cancel that order, and I do not like how this is, man. It can stop all this out. This is also now trend line liquidity. We have these equal lows down here, relative equal lows. On the Qs, we have dead equal lows. On here, these are relative equal lows, as you guys can see, relative equal lows. But on the Qs, we have dead equal lows, like dead equal lows. And so we're not liking it, right? And so, I mean, we're still in the positive because we got in all the way up here, but still, I mean, we're all the way down here, man, and it's fighting its way up, and I do not like that, okay? And so, yeah, so we pulled back and we couldn't get in. The broker didn't fill our order up here. Dropped down. I was like, okay, fill this gap, and I'm in. It came back up, filled this gap, 3 contracts in right here, then boom, 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 broke down, wicked here, and I took profit right here, right? And it made relative equal lows again, but I took profit, and that one was $171. So now I'm up 36 bucks on the day, right? Then what did it do? It's like, okay, we created relative equal lows. I can get another trade, right? Come up, fill this gap again, right? Because we touched this gap with a retracement, but now this is an actual pullback, right? Came back, gave a pullback, perfect, everything I wanted to see, but it didn't give me wicks. I wanted to see wicks to see not continuation on the candles, but there's no wicks. Dead continuation candle. The next one didn't even pop up and give a little bit of a wick, and the move just boom. And whenever this candle dropped, I was like, okay, it could still come back up and wick that out and then drop, and it just kept falling. Took out those lows, and that was frustrating, right? That was a frustrating one because I wanted that whole thing to play out, and it played out and just played out without me, right? Now, what are we seeing? So that was our second trade. We made 171 bucks. So now we're up 36 bucks on the day. What was the third trade we're seeing? So let me delete all this. So the third trade we're seeing Ooh, that could be nice. Tap this gap and now fall. Swept this little range that he created. Tap this gap and then it can flush. But that's just a thought and it looks nice. But the way price is moving, I'm not really liking it, right? Okay. But I mean, it's still convincing. Again, it's still convincing. It's still a really good trade that I felt confident in. A little later in the day, and the move could be exhausted because it fell so much. That's what I'm afraid of. But at the same time, this is relative equal lows. You already stopped out all these lows. The day is trending down heavy. Again, on the Qs, we have dead center lows. Like low, these aren't relative. These are like literally bouncing exactly where you have it. So I mean, we're still like, we feel good about it, but it's just not looking the best no more, right? Because it was all the way down here, and I was up over 150 bucks down here, and now it's fighting up. But it could again stopped out that little range, and then it could be bouncing down. But the reason why I don't like it all the way up here is because we do have these equal highs up here that we could want to sweep out all of these equal highs, and once it gets up here, that could be an exhaustion, and that could be the end of the move, and so. Let me go back into the trade, explain the trade. So, man, just fall for me, man. I'm on live. Y'all know y'all are good luck. Like, I'm on live, man. Just fall now. All right, so the third trade, I was like, okay, created relative equal lows again, right? Gave a pullback, and now it's actually pulling into that gap, right? So this one didn't give a wick. It actually created equal lows. Equal highs right here. So now swept out these highs, actually pulled into this gap, gave these wicks, and now I hopped in for another 2 contracts. I didn't do 3 contracts on this one. I did 2 contracts just because I don't want to 3 contract, and then you know what I'm saying. I'm up 36 bucks on the day, but I don't want to make it a huge loss, because if I lose, it'd probably be about 70, 80 bucks. But if it's 3 contracts down, with when the loss picks up. And then as well is this is a good risk reward ratio, right? This is a big move. I got up at 617. If it falls all the way down to 615 to the high 614s, then that's a big move. That's a good payday. That's a good move. Like, I'm not trying to be, not saying that I don't want to be greedy and get all the money I can, but I just want to be careful and not, because I bought 3 contracts on the first one, 3 contracts on the second one. I just want to be cautious, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to make my loss too big on the day if I do lose, you know what I'm saying? And so up 36 bucks on the day, so that's what I seen. We created equal highs up here again, because remember, it didn't give me the wicks I wanted, didn't sweep out this and pull into that gap like I wanted, and took off without me, right? But now it gave relative equal lows right here, which I was liking, and then gave the actual pullback and filled that gap, and now it could be falling back down to take out these equal lows, and that's what we're looking at. So that's our third trade for the day. Okay, we feel good about it. Like, to this day right now, we feel good about it, and we'll just see if it plays out or not. So we have 1 win on the day, 1 loss on the day, up, and that's where your winners are going to be bigger than your losers. On my loser, I traded 3 contracts. On my winner, I traded 3 contracts, and I'm still up with that loss, right? Even though I had one lose, 1 win, I'm still up on the day, right? So that's why your winners are always going to be bigger than your losses if you have that trade plan. And yesterday I took a trade. I took a trade after. Was it on the Qs? No, I believe it was on the spot. So yesterday, I had another trade while I was at work, and I know I said I wouldn't do that, but I was down 120 bucks, so that trade did stop me out, and I want to find that trade right here. I don't know. Oh, I deleted my drawings. That's why. Okay, I was like, why aren't my drawings on it? But it's because I deleted my drawings. And so, okay, let's look. So, guys, remember yesterday I had a trade right around, I believe, here. Or no, right here. Because remember, it created these equal lows, and I got in right here at this gap, right? For, I believe, 2 contracts. Came up. My stop loss was up here. So let me show you guys. Boom. Stop losses right here. And I was targeting these equal lows. So came up, stop loss up here. It came up, stopped me out, and then headed down. And what did I see? So I was like, okay, well, technically, we're in a downswing, but now we're kind of in an uptrend, right? We're trending upwards. So while I was at work, I was like, you know what? Let me see a change of character, and I'm getting in for the sell, to take out these equal lows, because we still had equal lows later in the day. We just stopped me out. We stopped out all these equal highs, basically stopped out all those equal highs. And then we're technically in uptrend. So I was like, you know what? Give me a change of character and I'm in to take out these equal lows, right? What did it do? I was in the 5 minute when I was doing this, but I got in right at my change of character on my 5 minute. So I got in somewhere around here with stop loss actually right here. And it got close to stopping me out. It actually created like, well, it actually wicked this out a little bit. What did it do? Boom, got this huge wick. And I actually, it played around for a little bit and then boom, got this huge wick. And I actually closed my trade at 170 bucks because it dropped down. So it was more than 170 bucks, but it started wicking up. I closed my trade at 170 something bucks, right? But it wicked up so fast. As you see, this is a huge wick. It wicked up so fast that it filled my order for 120 bucks. And isn't that like, what is it called? A coincidence, because I lost 120 bucks and then it filled my order for 120 bucks, right? So that's like, what a coincidence. It just made me exactly break even on the day. So, you know, I was a little happy. I was happy about it because I was like, I mean, I could have been up some, but I mean, I was happy because, you know, I at least wiped out that loss that I had, right? So now today we're on to a trade. We had 3 trades today. We had 1 winner, 1 loser, and we had this one right here, which we have our stop loss up here. Why? Because we had these equal highs, and it could take out these equal highs and then drop. But at the same time, they shouldn't want to do all of that. It's already right here. Created these relative equal lows. We're in huge downturn. We had these dead equal lows right here. It should want to fall down and take out these equal lows on the Qs. And if the Qs take out these equal lows, the SPY should be falling with it. It's just being very stressful right now, man. For no reason, dog. No reason whatsoever. No reason whatsoever. That's not looking good. That's not looking good. And so let's go over the economic data that we have coming out today. So the economic data we had coming out today, we had ISM manufacturing PMI, S&P global manufacturing PMI, ISM manufacturing employment, construction spending month to month, ISM manufacturing new orders, ISM manufacturing prices, JOLTS job quits, and that's pretty much the economic optimism index. And economic optimism index is actually worse than consensus. So that's not really good. JOLTS job quits is higher than previous. That's not good. Manufacturing prices are higher than previous and higher than consensus. That's not good. Manufacturing new orders are lower than previous. That's not good. Construction spending month to month is worse than consensus and worse than previous. Manufacturing employment, worse than previous, worse than consensus. JOLTS job app openings actually higher than consensus and higher than previous. Manufacturing PMI higher than consensus and previous. Global manufacturing PMI higher than previous and higher than consensus. So we have some actual bad data. These couple up here are like mixed. You know, they're pretty good, but down here these are a lot of bad data, and I feel like that can be contributing to this downturn that we had today. But at the same time, we are due for a pullback in the market. We don't want to get stopped out today because this should be a winning trade. This should be a winning trade. This is it's still looking good. Even with all this play, and I don't like all this fight up here. Look at these equal lows, relative equal lows. I'm targeting this one right here, but if it takes out this one, it should be falling to take out this one. And if it falls to take out this one, it should be falling to take out this one, right? But, you know, I don't know, man. The market's playing with me today. The market is playing with me today. I did have this good one today. I did have a good trade, this good winner down here. I probably should have held it because it did wick and just created like an equal low again. I probably should have held it to actually break through, but I just wanted to lock in gains. And right now we're negative probably about 50 bucks. Again, it could be taking out these highs, but if it takes out these, it's going to take out this. And if it takes out this is a little higher up. So, but it's like, man, you should be falling and taking out these equal lows as well as the Qs. There's no way the Qs creates a dead equal low for the 3rd time, man. Like, there's no way, man. There's no way, dude. There's no way, man. I can't stand this market sometimes. This is a stressful one today. Very stressful one today because, again, wicked us out. Could be wicking all of that out. But wicked us out on the 5 minute. Then did the whole move without us, which was a big move. Could have been a lot of money. But again, we're not really focused on the money. We're focused on the process. But it's hard to not be like, that could have been a lot of money that would have been made. You know what I'm saying? When it had a big drop like that. We're not liking this right now. Again, you have all of these lows down here. There's no way, man. Well, there's a way, but it'd be dumb. Man, what's up with y'all, man? Y'all was good luck, and now I'm losing. Y'all was good luck for a second, and now I'm losing on these lives. That's bogus. That's bogus. I'm not gonna make this one too long. I will just update y'all if it's a winner or loser. Probably at about 30 minutes because it is getting a little late. So probably at about 30 minutes, 30-minute video. I'll call the video, but I'll still update you guys as always, of course. So right now we're up 36 bucks on the week. Well, right now we're actually minus 20 bucks on the week because right now the position is minus 56, and I made 36. So if we do get stopped out, it will be minus about 80, 90 bucks. So I mean, I will be down about 50 bucks on the week, which is not bad, you know what I'm saying? Because we've had losers, but we've had some winners, and we've been, you know, it's kind of like, man, just fighting back and forth with the P&L. And this is a good trade, you know. I feel like this was a really good trade, but it really makes no sense how it's coming up whenever you have all of this down here. Came all the way down here just to get fought back up. And I don't get it, man. I don't get it. That's a frustrating one. I get this one, right? Came all the way up and just swept out all these equal highs. Whenever I lost that loser yesterday, I get this one. Came up all the way up, swept out these equal highs, and then came out, swept out the equal lows. Like, I get that one. But this one is like all these equal lows down here. All right, now you swept out all these equal highs. Like, why are you coming all the way up here? All this gap is filled. Like, I don't understand that. Now you created equal highs up here. It's gonna take me out. Again, I want to let it breathe because if it wicks, I don't want to be wicked out. So we're gonna see. It wicked it. Let me see. I mean, this is like kind of relative equal lows, but at the same time, it did wick it. But buyers are buying it up right now. We could be needing a break because it broke down so much already. It could be given a break. Again, it could be given a break because they already sold so much. So far, this is a company that I'm looking at right now. So far, it's giving a good pullback, which we love to see. Let's look at the Qs. Suck that out on the Qs. I don't know. Honestly, don't see a way that I don't get stopped out. No way it fought all the way up here, created relative equal highs up here to not stop us out. Yeah, it's looking like sellers are exhausted. This could be a setup for either later on in the day or tomorrow. because it will take out these. You guys know it will take out these relative equal lows. It will. Don't know when, but it will take it out. That's just annoying, man. That's just annoying. Hey, it came all. I got up here, right? It came all the way down pretty quick, and I knew we had a gap right here. It came all the way down right here. Then turned around. Like, come on. Again, we don't want to make this video too long. But so we have one winner and one loser on the day. We could have another loser on the day. So one winner, one loser. We could be minus on the day, which would make us minus on the week. But right now we're up 36 bucks on the day. And if we win this trade, which I kind of doubt because it created equal highs. I feel like it will stop me out. You know, I'm staying optimistic. I'm not just saying that I'm losing. I'm gonna lose it, but it's not looking really good right now. Even though we had this red candle, that's still not convincing enough to me. I need to see a red candle take all of this out. If it takes out all of this, then I'm convinced that I'm on the winner side of the trade again. But right now, I'm not convinced because it could be having some 1 minute gaps in this candle because this is a big 5 minute candle. 1 minute gaps could be filling. They could be turning around. Yep. Could be touching 1 minute gaps and starting to wake up. Yep. Just giving a pullback. You still do have these 1 minute gaps down here, so honestly, you can pull back a little further. It did wick them out up here, though. A little bit. Relative equal highs, though. I'd be surprised if it don't want to stop me out. We're hoping we're still on the right side of the trade, right? Because this can be a good one, you know what I'm saying? This is still a good trade to me. It was still a good trade to me. I wouldn't take it back. Yesterday, trade, I was iffy on it. I probably would have took down back because he had equal highs up here. Kind of got in the range and probably could have been more patient. The first trade I took could have been more patient, like I said. This trade, I feel really good about. My second trade and this trade, I feel really good about. My first trade, I feel good about it still, but I could have been more patient. I could have been more patient about that. This one, we felt good, you know what I'm saying? Felt good. Created these relative equal lows. Came, gave an actual pullback to this gap, wicked into it. And I got in, and boom, boom, boom. I was up for a while, up over 150 bucks down here. And it just fall all the way back up. So let's see, my good people. Let's see, man. Minus 70 bucks right now. And days like this, it is frustrating when you have all this movement, these big price action drops. And you have all this movement, these big price action drops, and you don't make no money. Those are the days where it's like, oh my goodness. These are the days I live for. I live for drops like this and pumps and crazy pumps with crazy dollar amounts like this. I live for those days, and it's like, man. But it's all good, though. We're still learning. We're still getting better every single day. You know, even though we won one and lost one, we're still learning from both of those. That, again, watch when you have your take profit right here and it wicks it. You can stay in longer because it wicked it and created a relative equal low again. So you can stay in right there and let it fully fall through. So that's a learning from that winner. From the loser, just be more patient. Be more patient on your... Just be more patient. You know what I'm saying? Just be more patient. So we're always learning and we're always seeing how we can improve because we want to be the best trader we can be. Come on, red candle. Come on, red candle. Come on, red candle. Don't wick on me, man. God damn. I just said don't wick on me, man. I just said don't wick on me, man. I just said don't wick on me, man. And the market don't be listening to me. They do not be listening to me. Let's see though. Let's see if y'all is good luck. Y'all was good luck for a while, but let's see if y'all still got it going. Oh, man, it's stressing us out. We do have some. I do got to walk my dog. Got to go to work. So I do need this trade to play out because I do want to show you guys the trade, but it is 11:20 and it's getting late, and we do need this trade to play out. And I want to make sure you guys can see it, stop out or win. I want you guys to see it. Preferably the win. Preferably, I would want you guys to see the win. Preferably, I would want you guys to see a win. Come on, man. Come on. We're almost back to break even. Because we got in right around. We got in at this, like, low this wick. We got in at, like, this wick right here. Pretty much break even right now. Minus 15 bucks. Pretty much break even, right? That's looking good right now. It's very slow. And I don't like that wick it just did right when I said that. Oh, God. Why do I jinx myself? And probably guys are probably saying, why don't I have the mouse? The mouse is not working. Maybe because it's a very old mouse. It is a pretty old mouse. But it is acting up and it don't want to work. It don't want to connect and work. So we probably do got to get a new mouse. It won't connect. It won't stay charged. We changed the batteries. Probably got to change the batteries again. But I just changed the batteries. These should be brand new batteries. Oh, man. Yeah, we're not liking these wicks. If it wants to fall down, it should fall down faster than this. I'm not saying every trade should be 30 seconds, but if it did all of this already, swept out all of this, and it wants to fall down and take all this out, it should, fall. It shouldn't be taking this long. So that's why I'm still iffy about it. Even though it's all the way down here, I'm still very iffy on this trade. Not iffy on my process during the trade. I'm iffy on if the trade's actually going to win. I'm very iffy on the trade winning. We're hoping it. We're still staying optimistic, but it's not looking good. Yeah, this thing is not working. $35. I'm just gonna cut the camera. I will still update you guys, of course. I will still update you guys if it's a winner or loser. Probably gonna be a loser, but hoping it's gonna be a winner. Look, it's getting waked up bad. It's falling down slow and it's getting waked up fast. That's not a good combo. So it could be exhausted and tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. I feel like tomorrow we'll get a little bit of a rebound, but that's just a prediction because it fell already a lot today. So tomorrow I'll probably get a little bit of a rebound, depending on what it does later today. It probably will take out all of this later today. It probably will end up stopping me out because, again, we created equal highs. It probably end up stopping me out and then doing the move later on in the day or setting up for tomorrow or something, but that's not looking good at all. Equal highs are never looking good. Equal lows don't ever look good. That's why equal lows, I target them, or equal highs, I target them. That's why I target liquidity. Supply and demand and target liquidity because that's where price likes to move, towards liquidity. But that is pretty much it. I'm going to call the video. I will still update you guys on what happens. Hopefully it's a winner. We're praying. We're praying. You know what I'm saying? Up 36 bucks on the day right now. Well, currently we're in a losing position. We're down some money, so we'll be down if we lose probably about 70, 80 bucks on the week, which is not too bad. Nothing we can't make up. Last week we lost 41 bucks. So we broke that streak because in 4 weeks in a row we were hot, break even, winning 200, 200, 200. Last week we lost 41 bucks, not 400, 41 bucks. So that's not bad, right? Our winning weeks are 200 bucks. Our losing week is 41 bucks. Not bad, right? And then right now we're up 36 bucks because the trade isn't done. We're up 36 bucks right now. And if this trade plays out, we'll be up some good money again, all right? If we're down, we'll be down probably about 80, 90. I think 90 is about max on the day if we lose this trade. Because if we lose this trade, it'll probably be about 100 bucks, max 110. And so we're already up 36, so about 70 bucks, you know what I'm saying? So we shouldn't be down too much on the day if this is a losing position. Still be a little frustrated because we don't like losing money. And when I lose the trade, it still gets me down. But, following the process, following the strategy, again, following the process, and we're sticking to it. All right. And we know it's going to create more wins and losses. All right. That is pretty much it. I love every single one of y'all sticking with me. Remember, guys, stay persistent, passionate. Make sure I get paid. All right. Peace.